Episode number 301. Well, bring it, said Athos. The host obeyed. Athos called Grimaud, pointed to a large basket, which lay in a corner, and made a sign to him to wrap the viands up in the napkins. Grimaud understood that it was to be a breakfast on the grass, took the basket, packed up the viands, added the bottles, and then took the basket on his arm. "But where are you going to eat my breakfast?" asked the host. "What matter, if you are paid for it?" said Athos, and he threw 2 pistols majestically on the table. "Shall I give you the change, my officer?" said the host. "No, only add 2 bottles of champagne, and the difference will be for the napkins." The host had not quite so good a bargain as he at first hoped for, but he made amends by slipping in 2 bottles of Anjou wine, instead of 2 bottles of champagne. "Monsieur de Busigny," said Athos, "will you be so kind as to set your watch with mine, or permit me to regulate mine by yours?" "Which you please, monsieur," said the lighthousman, drawing from his fob a very handsome watch, studded with diamonds. 7:30. 35 minutes after 7, said Athos, by which you perceive I am 5 minutes faster than you. And bowing to all the astonished persons present, the young man took the road to the Bastion Saint-Gervais, followed by Grimaud, who carried the basket, ignorant of where he was going, but in the passive obedience which Athos had taught him, not even thinking of asking. As long as they were within the circle of the camp, the 4 friends did not exchange one word. Besides, they were followed by the curious, who, hearing of the wager, were anxious to know how they would come out of it. But when, once they passed the line of circumvallation, and found themselves in the open plain, D'Artagnan, who was completely ignorant of what was going forward, thought it was time to demand an explanation. "And now, my dear Athos," said he, "do me the kindness to tell me where we are going." "Why, you see plainly enough we are going to the Bastion." "But what are we going to do there?" "You know well that we go to breakfast there." "But why did we not breakfast at the Parpelot?" "Because we have very important matters to communicate to one another, and it was impossible to talk 5 minutes in that inn without being annoyed by all those importunate fellows, who keep coming in, saluting you, and addressing you. Here at least," said Athos, pointing to the Bastion, "they will not come and disturb us." "It appears to me," said D'Artagnan, with that prudence which allied itself in him so naturally with excessive bravery, "that we could have found some retired place on the downs or the seashore, where we should have been seen all 4 conferring together, so that at the end of a quarter of an hour the cardinal would have been informed by his spies that we were holding a council." "Yes," said Aramis, "Athos is right. Animadvertent sure in this is